One more time.
Yeah, but for real, you name it, I've shot it, man. I've shot newborn photography. I've shot a funeral, which, who thinks to want photography at a funeral? But it was requested. And so I'm like, I'm not going to deny them that. If that's something that they want,
yeah,
then I'm going to provide that for them. Constantly trying to figure out how can I monetize my work, the stuff that I like to do. So, currently I do a lot of Nashville, like city photography, and I've been trying to pitch to companies,
right?
That because there's tons of new buildings going up.
Yeah.
They need art, they need art for the walls on the interior, and why not try to sell them, some dope Nashville photos. So I'm there. That's what I've been trying to push that lately. I get a bite every now and then, but nothing too crazy.
Nothing major yet.
I haven't met the right person. I'm trying to get my foot in the door, because it's a lot of money out there, man. And I'm like, I might as well, show them my stuff. Here's what I got. Why not? Mad at yourself, man.
Because I'm just like, that's good enough. No.
You're gonna be mad at yourself. Another thing that I remember, this happened to me before. It say if you see a shot, I'm sure this has happened to all kinds of photographers. You'll be like, man, it would be dope to get a shot of that car. 'Cause I've seen it drive through there 5 times. It'd be dope to get a shot of it going through this intersection and getting that light in the background, instead of waiting and actually getting it. It's like, but whatever. I don't feel like waiting around for it.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like, man, then you get home and you're mad at yourself because you didn't wait to get that shot.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one time I was on a bridge, pedestrian bridge, and I forgot the name of that boat. General Jackson was coming down the river. And I was up on the bridge. I was like, oh my goodness, it'd be dope to get the General Jackson riding through and have the city in the background. But it's like, to get that shot, I would literally have to run all the way down to the riverfront. And I sat there and talked to myself. I was like, I really want this shot. It's like, but I'm gonna have to run. And I was with people. I was with like 2 or 3 people that I was shooting with. Right. I was like, I'm gonna have to run. And I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do it. Then I was like, hey, I'm about to run down. I took off, ran, and I was tired. The elevator didn't work.
Oh no! Oh no!
So I ran to the elevator. The elevator's not on. I had to run. I ran all the way down the steps. Cause it's a far run from the pedestrian all the way down to the water.
Yeah.
Man, I'm running. You know, and I ain't a small dude either, so I ran all the way down there, and I got the shot that I wanted, and it turned out beautiful, like sunset. You know, and the General Jackson's going right, and it's going right in front of the skyline. It was amazing, man. Yeah. And I was so, it felt so gratifying that I put forth this effort. I'm not gonna pass this shot up, and it turned out like I thought it would. And so I tell people, man, if you have an idea that you think would be dope, do it. Like, don't not do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be mad at yourself later. Like, you'll think about it like, man, I should have got that one shot that time.
All right, you're good.
But yeah, doing what I do, man, to having a spouse that kind of understands the process. Like my wife, we've been together for 14 years, and so she's been along the ride the whole time. It's like when I went to school and all of that. So when I tell her, like, man, I need to create, she completely understands. She understands, like, there's no questions. It's like, what? Like, she understands. Like, I feel like I have times where it's like, man, I'm like in a rut. I just want to go shoot. And she gets it. And she's like, yeah, well, go ahead. You know, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm up late editing, like, she understands. It's not, when you coming to bed, why are you always doing it? Like, she gets it. So a creative, if you're married or in a relationship, to have a person that's there, that supports you, that understands what you're involved in, and just has your back, that helps the process and makes it a lot easier as well. So, you know, that if you're a photographer and you're in the market for a relationship, that's got to be something you look at, because that can stifle you.
Yeah,
you know?
It can.
If you get into a relationship and she's not, or she or he isn't, you know, down for what you do or has your back for the things that you do, understanding, then, you know, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna starve or you're gonna thrive?
Yeah. Then you're in a tight spot. So she shares my stuff. She tells her friends about me. You know, so she's like my number one fan, and that's
dope. I
yeah.
like that. Because if I can't get one shot, then what was the value of me coming out?
Yeah, I got you.
These two pioneers that I don't know at all, and it's just like, but failure, you know, always sets in. It's like part of fear and stuff like that. And after I saw your shot that you do with the reflection, inspired like that. I was just like, man, okay, we could get this done. Now, am I gonna go over and try to do the same thing you did? No. Because I'm just like,
Yeah, I think what that would do would be to keep your eyes open, because you never know what shot you can find in what situation. Like I haven't shot anything since we've been out, but I think that shot that I was shooting down there on the trash can, I think that'll be dope in like a nice black and white image.
Yeah, with the vehicle in the back.
Yeah, because the way the trash can kind of comes up, the lines, and then they kind of spread out,
right,
and bend. I think it's gonna be dope. So that'll be a shot that I got out of this, and I've shot probably 6-7 shots since we've been out here for 2 hours. I've came out and not shot anything before, and just having a conversation with another photographer about photography and the things that they do, and I'm learning. I'm just taking it all in.
Yeah.
His, I think it was the mother, like his ex-wife or something like that. She was asked. She knew I did photography, and like randomly she was like, "Yeah, can you get some photos at the funeral?" And it threw me off because I was like, "You want photo?" And this was like open casket. Oh. So I'm like, so I'm trying to figure out a way how can I do this without being like too invasive.
Yeah, disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful. Yeah. So most of the photos I got were kind of from the back, because it was a nice church. It was like an older church, so it was nice. So I got a nice wide shot of the church. You can see the casket up there, but I'm not like, Because at first, that's the first thing I was thinking. I'm like, so you want pictures of him?
Yeah,
I'm like, So, I definitely didn't want to be all in the casket. Like, excuse me, I know you grieving, right? I know you grieving, but just a second. Let me just get this shot. Photography and just give them advice. And I was like, man, you just need to shoot all the time. You're not shooting film, so you can shoot as much as you want to. Just shoot. You're at home, it might be a cup sitting there. Shoot that cup.
That's right.
Work on your focus. Work on your focus points, because some people have problems focusing. Like, I'll see photos and everything's out of focus. So you feel like you're struggling in finding, your focus points, work on that. If you feel like you struggle with depth of field, work on that. Yeah. Like your lighting, whatever it is, like just constantly. It doesn't have to be beautiful photography.